Mullen, Worcester again. Art, I gave you something that you put on Stan's blog.
Yes.
You signed it as Art Bustard.
Right.
Now, I'm just curious as to whether you're signing it as Art Bustard, just regular Art Bustard Committee Chair, Art Bustard Supervisor.
That was Art Bustard.
Art Bustard, just regular old Art Bustard, citizen.
Art Bustard.
Citizen Art Bustard.
President Art Bustard.
Good. Well then, since you signed it as regular
Yes.
old Art Bustard, right? You have here, since the right to know law was recently changed, I made unreasonable, overly broad requests that have cost the township since January over $12,000 in legal fees. How'd you get that figure as just regular old Art Bustard?
As regular old Art Bustard, I talked to Chairman Art Bustard, and we decided that that's what this figure was for.
Okay, so you use your position as supervisor.
My knowledge.
Okay, so you use your position as supervisor to, how did you acquire that number of 12,000?
How did I acquire? Well, I believe I know 15 people.
Okay, and, well, 12,000, did that include the appeal?
No.
No appeal.
No appeal.
12,000 just to process right to know requests.
And that's just the legal fees. That doesn't include all the time and effort that the township staff has found to track it down.
So,
It's a lot more than that.
So why the 12 grand? I don't understand.
Well, we have to evaluate what we give to you and make sure that there's nothing illegal in there, okay, that we're not allowed to give you.
Right, well, you understand that the new right to know law presumes that everything is a public record.
Now, it doesn't presume everything. There's social security numbers, there's other things that are not allowed to be in there.
Right, but I'm not asking.
That has to be reviewed to make sure that they're not there.
Right, but I haven't asked for social security numbers.
Yeah, but we don't know what documents those social security numbers might be in.
Right,
So it all has to be reviewed.
right, I understand that.
Yes.
But obviously, John Cornell can look at a document and tell you that there's no social security numbers. You don't need an attorney to do that. Everything is presumed under the new open records law to be a public record. That's the beauty of the new law, as opposed to the old law, where I had to prove that something was a public record. Now everything is assumed to be, and you have to prove that it's not a public record. So what you're doing now is using your solicitor to try to find any way possible to prove that the record is not a record. That's what you're doing. You even went as far as to find some kind of statute from 1926 to try to find a way to prove it. We can't go past 2009 backwards to look for a record. That's how far you're willing to go to try to impede the public's ability to get a public record. You went back to a statute from 1926.
Is that still valid?
Is that?
Isn't the statute from 1926 still valid?
No.
It's not valid?
No, because the right to know law from 1956 was replaced with the new law. Otherwise, any record from before 2009 would not be able to be gotten by any public citizen. It doesn't work. So you guys are trying to use a statute from 1926 to impede the public's ability to get a public record, which makes no sense. You're going to lose on that one too. Well, what I'm trying to say is to spend the township's money to have everything go through the solicitor, which is a public record. You guys were just out of that course in Harrisburg. Terry Mutcher is the one who gave the course out there. I talked to her. I mean, she basically knows all this stuff. Everything is presumed. Emails are public records. Okay? All these things are public records. You know, I don't see what the problem is. Now, I have a problem with the fact that you're writing a editorial to the Times Herald as a public citizen, using your office to get information to put into the
But that was public knowledge. It is still public knowledge.
No, $12,000 is not public knowledge. You use your office to obtain that knowledge and then put it in the paper. Then Susan Coughlin used your information as part of her mailer out to the public. I think that's wrong, Mark. Okay?